Welcome to Trail Talk, guys. We are at camp and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about solar panels and what solar panels are out there, where to mount them, how to use them a little bit, just like what's right for you. So the first ones I'm going to talk about are rigid mount panels. So for example, on Adigan here, we have a 180 watt REDARC rigid mount solar panel mounted to the roof of our tent. And that's the first style panel I'm going to talk about, our rigid mount panels. So generally those are ones you mount on top of your tent, on top of your camper, and they're fixed. The benefits of those is that they're passively working all the time. So right now, if we look at our brain in here, I can see that I am pulling in 108 watts of solar from that panel right now. So in here we have production gear charging, we have a fridge running, we have a lot of power demand. So what's really cool about a rigid mount panel is it's always passively working, no matter where you are. If you're driving, if you're parked for a long period of time, a lot of times our rigs will be parked waiting for somebody else to fly in to pick it up. And we're knowing that that panel is sitting there keeping those batteries happy topped off. So the benefit of them is it's always there passively working, nothing to even have to set up or do. Once it's up there and you're installed it, you leave it and you forget about it, which is a very good benefit of them. The drawbacks of a panel that's mounted, hard mounted on top of your camper, on top of your tent, is generally speaking, you can't move it around very easily to get optimal angle to the sun. So with panels, you want to make sure if, say, the sun is up here and your panel's pointed this way, it's not going to get near the wattage or power input as if it was pointed towards the sun. So when we pulled into camp, we knew that this tent was going to open and angle towards the sun, so we pointed it towards the sun. That leads me to the other issue with hard mounted panels is if you can, it's nice to be able to park in the shade, especially like a rooftop tent or something on a hot summer day. You'd like to be parked in the shade. So now your panel is in the shade and it just makes it a lot less efficient gathering energy to charge your stuff. The other style of solar panel that has its own pros and cons is portable panels. So this is a REDARC 120 watt folding panel. The cool thing about these is they are an all-in-one system. So we have a charge controller on the back, and that's something I haven't really explained about. That could be its own separate video, but solar panels need to have a middleman essentially between the panel and the battery. So that's what a charge controller is. A charge controller takes the energy from the panel, converts it to what's best for your battery to charge it. If you were to hook up a panel directly to your battery without a charge controller, it could damage the battery because that panel is just pumping wattage and voltage with no rhyme or reason into your battery, and your battery doesn't need the voltage that this puts out. So you want to have a charge controller. So there's a lot of versions of charge controllers. We'll get into that in another video, but for this video, this one has a dedicated charge controller. So what's cool about this is I can go to any rig that doesn't have any kind of setup for solar, and I can use the clamps that is included to put it right to the battery. If in our case, we use Anderson connectors. So these trucks all have Anderson connectors connected to them. And so I can plug them into those. And so this is beneficial for basically being a universal one-size-fits-all panel. The other benefit of a folding panel like this is they come with feet that allow you to set it up and angle it towards the sun. So even if the sun isn't straight up in the air, if it's on the horizon, you can angle it. So I can bring this over here and set it up, point it directly to the sun, and probably get better power consumption. As the day goes on, I can then reposition it as the sun goes across the sky and always keep that optimal angle to the sun. Where once the sun is over here, this tent is pointed away from it. It's probably not going to be very beneficial to have to park and remove and, you know, zip it back and forth to try to reposition the entire vehicle or reposition your camper or what have you. So another big benefit of a portable panel, like we mentioned earlier with hard mounted panels, you can have whatever length of cord or extension cord, and you can take this guy, move it out into the sun. So pretend like Adigan's parked over here in the shade. I can move this over here where the sun is and have it plugged in, and it's gonna be way more efficient than the panel that would be hard mounted in the shade. So that's another big benefit of having a portable panel. Some cons of portable panels over rigid hard mounted panels is you have to set it up and tear it down every single time you use it. It's a non-passive system, so it's up to you to set it up and position it, reposition it. It can be beneficial in a lot of ways over hard mounted, but it is nice to have that just passive operation of a hard mounted panel. So in a lot of cases, a lot of us, including Overland, we have both. So we have hard mounted panels that are always working, and then we carry a few portable panels to be able to plug in and use in other vehicles or to supplement a truck that already has a bunch of solar on it if we need to. Most of our production trucks have a lot of dedicated hard mounted solar panels feeding the battery systems, and then we also will plug in one of these if it's a bright sunny day and we're low on power and we just need all the juice we can get. Well guys, that was a very brief overview of different types of solar panel options that you can have deployed in camp. So now that we are here at camp, we're just going to enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you guys on the next Trail Talk.